in real life, I am not necessarily a smooth rose
there
snapper.
are so many versions of it.
So many outtakes
like,
out there where I break it and it like is hanging off and I still put it in. And it's just like
and it does
hanging
that.
loosely
Yeah,
down
we've
Rachel's
had
face.
to do many.
Okay, let's try this. Ready?
Let's see.
Okay.
The Hunger Games: Ballad of Songbirds is the next film in the Hunger Games franchise that many fans can look forward to. And with the strike finally done, the cast is finally able to come out and not only show us around set and how much fun they had shooting, but all the hilarious moments.
Hello TikTok, I'm Rachel Zegler, and I'd like to show you the set of Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Let's meet some of the cast. I see here the lead of the film, Tom Blyth. Do you want to be in the video?
With this film taking place 64 years before the original Hunger Games, it's interesting to see these characters and the events taking place before what we even knew at the time. Although the film is based on the 2020 book, it was all the way back in 2011 that ideas started swirling around.
In the movie, without spoiling it, where choreo is unexpectedly after we just freeze.
I went because I had only seen clips of you doing other work. I was like, he's British? Question mark?
But before we get into more of these moments, today's trivia question: what year did the first Hunger Games film release? Leave your guesses in the comments down below and stick around to the end of the video to find out if your answer was correct.
Francis, our director, when I told him that we had finally met, he said, oh, finally, the two weirdest contacts I have on my phone have collaborated, and I take that as a badge of honor, truly.
That's hilarious.
You in particular, what did Katniss Everdeen mean?
Ah, yes. For me, yes.
Just recently, Viola Davis went onto the Jimmy Fallon show in promotion for the movie, and while she was excited to finally be able to talk about it, as during the strike it wasn't allowed, she goes on to say how much she loves playing the villain.
Oh, I love playing the villain because everybody sees me. Everybody wants to hug me. Everybody wants to kiss me. There are grown men who want to kiss me in the parking lot of Target. You know, they wanna hold me, and literally, they come up to me, and I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna ask me for an autograph or whatever. Sometimes they have tears in their eyes, and they're like, "Can I hug you?"
And speaking of Viola Davis, other cast members like Hunter Schafer and Josh Rivera were gushing over her as she was all glammed up. They described as just being an honor to be in the same movie as her.
You know, to do the scene and in all of the whole glamour that you described. I think for everybody it was a little bit like, oh my gosh, you know, and she was so crisp, like right off the bat too. I mean,
it was really sweet, like everybody sort of like, it was like little kids, like, I don't know, like meeting like a Cookie Monster.
And others like Rachel Zegler and Tom Blyth, who actually went to the same drama school as Viola did, were gushing over her as well on set.
The drama school I went to, she graduated from before me, obviously, and I was like, she's one of my heroes, and like one of the reasons I went to that drama school. So when I met her, I like couldn't help but be like, we went to the same school, like, you know, I'm trying to follow in your footsteps.
Overall, it looked like a treat to be on the set with all these cast members and work on such an iconic film like this one. In this next interview, Hunter Schafer is asked how the wrap party was for this movie, as some do to celebrate the finishing of shooting for a film.
It was lit, yeah. Wait, did we go?
We had a middle party, because in Berlin they do a halfway party
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
that's like a thing, and when you film in Germany, is they do halfway parties, which is so much fun, and I think we should adopt that in
all over the place. Yeah, just like parties every time.
But Berlin is like, they know how to party.
But real quick, make sure you guys check out our Instagram page, linked down in the description. There's a ton of interview moments and memes, so make sure you check it out and give us a follow.
She looks very sad, but that was just because I had food poisoning.
No.
I did.
You did not.
I did, but
you still went to the show.
Oh, I would not have. I sold my kidney to be
really?
there. Yeah.
You love her that much.
I love her so much.
Back in the day, Swiftie?
Yeah, from self-titled album, which we're still waiting for the re-record of.
With this film being as popular as it is, coming coming from this franchise, it was important to get the roles right. Tom Blyth and Josh Rivera took matters into their own hands on how they took some pressure off and made filming fun.
Because you kind of get, in these big movies and everything else, but...
Wait, I forgot about that. Sorry, just a little side thing. Tom would always do this thing that just frustrated the crap out of me. Where I would come up for this, and then
I'd give him one of those.
And then when I would come up for this,
I'd give him one of those.
Again on the Jimmy Fallon Show, Viola talks more on the movie and more specifically what she did when she wasn't working and relaxing a little bit.
You won every
What
award
other
you can.
jacuzzi am I gonna go to?
I thought maybe you had a private jacuzzi. I wouldn't. You went to like a.
Well, you need to call the producers of Hunger Games about that. I did not have to shoot in the private jacuzzi.
Oh, so it's a hotel, and you're at the hotel jacuzzi.
Listen, I looked at the back of a hairy man's red ass.
What is going on?
Director Francis Lawrence breaks down a scene that gives us an inside look into these creative minds and the games themselves.
At this point of the movie, there's a sequence that happens the night before the games where Coriolanus has come up with a plan.
I love the pronunciation of laboratories.
Got that from Juilliard.
It's a little thing.
And it's always great to hear from the actors that were on set and how much fun they had together. And judging by some of the interviews, it's clear that they were pretty close.
I didn't know I could charm a snake, but here we are. Amazing. Thank you for asking. Nobody's asked me about my snakes yet, and I'm really mad about it. I did. I held 2 real snakes in the film. There was a garter snake in the reaping scene. His name, I named him Kevin. I would totally work with snakes again. If anybody wants to do that, I'm down.
We start in a very different place with Snow, says Francis Lawrence, who returns as director after helming the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th installments of the series.
What was my inspiration?
Willy Wonka?
See, that's what Francis Lawrence said. Yeah. I'm gonna get him for that.
Oh. So, did he tell you that?
No, he did not tell me that. I'm gonna out Francis Lawrence. He did not tell me that.
We see a young man who's struggling and who's part of a family that's lost their fortune. He's putting on an act that he still has money, still has status. He also starts in a much more positive place than you would imagine. It's part of what's fun about the story.
Oh, this is a good question.
Oh my, it's a great question.
Oh, like.
Oh no.
They're both so different and both like serve what the character needs in the moment.
It's true.
But I am probably unexpectedly, because I've always been team flowing locks in the past, I am now team buzzcut, just because I felt very like free.
Also exciting is how Collins finds room for adult themes in her fiction. Her original Hunger Games trilogy explored the consequence of war. Songbirds and Snakes ogles human nature.
And there were a lot of planes, helicopters at all times, and every time they would say, clearing for a plane, and then Tom pretended it was his job to clear the plane, and he would look up and go, come on! Can you do it?
Yeah, there's like a plane, and like, come on! Come on! You have to usher
For
them
some
up.
reason, it always really tickled me.
We even get to hear from the producer Nina Jacobson and the possibility of Hunger Games spin-offs in the future.
Suzanne is my North Star. If she has a story she wants to tell, I'm ready, willing, and able to tell it. If there were a story she wanted to tell that wasn't based on a book but was an idea of hers that she knew what she wanted to do with it, I'd be up for that.
And before we sign off here, the answer to today's trivia question, 2012 was when the first Hunger Games released, and it was almost like another Harry Potter franchise that got a ton of fans very quickly.
I don't look at it.
You don't.
I don't.
I would.
You know what? That's a lie. I just show a bold-faced lie on national television.
You look at all of them?
No, as soon as I got that Grammy in the mail, I put that Grammy, that Tony, that Oscar, that Emmy, and I took a fabulous picture.
That's exactly it. Yes!
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What was your favorite moment, and do you hope there is another part to this film or another sequel in the coming years? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
Sorry,
hello. Hi.
Hi. You look amazing.
You look amazing too, always.
Grabbed his face at dinner. I just cried to him. Remember?
Yeah.
Because I'm just so proud to witness the rise of Tom Blyth in movie making. It's such a beautiful thing. And
yeah.
There's no one more deserving out there, truly.
Tom, you really are. Like, honest
So
to
sweet.
God.